Being fed up is your sacred turning point. What does it take for you to become fed up with old habits, old lifestyles, poor decision making, poor choices? What turning point in your life makes you fed up in order for your new beginning to become sacred? Hey, this your girl Talisha, and today we will be discussing this topic on how being fed up is your sacred turning point. For me, it was failure. Constantly, always going down this path of trying to become something or start something, and it never fully evolved into what it was that I was aiming for it to be. What did I do wrong? Lack of consistency, poor decision making, distractions. All of these things led me into a cycle of failures. And I was over it. I was over the point of always having to sit on my bed and cry. Always feeling like someone or something is has it in this universe of of cycles to where Talisha, you not going to become this. I had to learn how to speak back to the failures that tried to keep me entangled in this well. First of all, what did I do last time that I need to do different? What did you do the last time that you need to do different? Was it distractions? Was it that boy that you know isn't good for you? Was it you scuffing down that cheeseburger knowing you're trying to lose 20 pounds before the new year? And you're thinking to yourself, well, I'll just wait till the new year's before I decide to go on my diet. This burger is way more important than my health. What is it that has kept you in this web of failures that is stopping you from becoming your best self? You have to untangle the web, love. A spider's web can be broken. It can be hard to see because you're not the one, you're spinning it, but you're also stepping into it. It's like you have become the predator and the prey of your own self. You're spinning this web for yourself so that you can be able to catch your meal. But you walk away from your web and then you step into your own trap by being distracted and not paying attention to where you placed your goals, your seeds, where you first placed your seeds for you to be able to blossom and have that meal that you were trying to catch in the beginning. If you don't understand, follow with me. A spider spins its web so that it can catch its food. But sometimes a spider steps away from its web to give time for the prey to come to it. Sometimes we can step away from the very thing that we're sowing, from the very thing that we're building, and we can step into distractions. You done sowed all of these seeds. You have planted all of these seeds, and you get that phone call, and you're like, girl, yeah, I'm just, trying to catch up on this and doing this and trying to get my life together. And your girl is like, oh, that's boring. Come out with me. Let's go have fun. And so you look down at all of your seeds and you think to yourself, well, I've already done this and I've already done that. What could it hurt for me to step away for a while and go have fun? So you step away for a while and you go to the club and you're dancing, you're having fun, and you're doing all of these things. And what do you know? You have stepped into your own web. You stepped into your own web and not paying attention, or you have not seen the distractions that's all around you. You start picking up glasses and drinking it. You start staying out a little too late. And then you come home and you lay across that bed full of all of your seeds that you have sown. And then you see this big opportunity, but it was due that same night that you could have turned in, and you forgot all about it because you thought that, oh, I've sowed all of these seeds for right now. What could it hurt? You stepped away from that very opportunity or that very thing that has kept you distracted because you think that since you've already sown it, you don't have to water it. You don't have to talk to it. You don't have to stay with it. You have to stay with it. One thing about a spider is that it might step away, but it always keeps its eyes on its web. It always pays attention to its web. Its web is connected to it. One ding from a predator and it dings the spider and it goes to it. Opportunity never misses because the spider never takes its eyes off of the web. You cannot take your eyes off your seeds. You cannot take your eyes off opportunities because you are too distracted by life's distractions, by your friend that wants you to come out. And you know that you still have all these other things that you need to do. And there's an opportunity that's waiting around the corner. And instead of you picking up your phone to contact your friend because you're bored, you should have picked up that phone and did a little bit more research and could have seen that there was an opportunity that was around the corner waiting for you that you could have clicked on and that you could have sowed your seed into. But the deadline was at midnight and you got home at 6 o'clock in the morning from all of that partying and all of those distractions. And now you're sitting there like, oh man, why come I didn't see that? Why come I didn't understand that? Why come it didn't come to my page? And you're thinking to yourself, man, if it would have came to my page that night, then I could have did this. But you're too busy blaming the reason why it didn't show up on your page versus you taking the initiative to go search for it. Or how about those 30 or 20 pounds that you're trying to lose, but you keep being distracted by the Arby's commercial, the fast food restaurants, and you keep saying to yourself, if I just take one bite of this burger, would it really affect me in a way that my mind is telling me that it's going to affect me? I'm doing the exercises. I'm walking a little bit more, but I might have a cheeseburger every now and then with extra cheese and pickles and mayo and mustard. I might sit up here and I might gulp down a couple of fries every now and then, but I'm still working out. But are you fully dedicated to working out? Are you fully dedicated to the actual method, the actual commitment of you being fully embodying, trying to deliberately tackle this goal? Are you? I mean, working out is hard and it's painful. That New Year's resolution is knocking. It's really just sitting there waiting for you to grab it. But that burger is way more delicious for you to grab versus that salad or versus that protein shake or versus just getting up and walking 2 miles a day to shed off those layers little by little. And every day your body becomes accustomed to it and it becomes gentle to it and it starts to love it. And those 2 miles become 3 miles and those 3 miles become 4 miles. And you're able to start telling those distractions to shut up. I don't want that burger, or shut up. I don't need those fries. I am dedicated to discipline. One of my best sayings is, I choose discipline over programming. Your body has become programmed to automatically indulge on the things that give it dopamine. Your brain is happy when it is gulping down that burger, or when it's out partying, or when it's on the phone talking to your homegirl, or when you are distracted by those TV series. Your brain is happy in those moments. And it's frustrated when it's trying to take on something that you know you want to do and that you know that you will be really good at it. And you're trying to tell yourself that I would love to do this. I would love to go running. I would love to eat a salad every now and then. It's good for me. My body would love it. It will learn to love it. But it's hard for your body to relearn or love something different if you're not fully committed to it. You're committed to that burger. You're committed to binge watching. You're committed to all of these things, but are you fully committed to your goals? Do you have to keep failing at something in order for you to see the bigger picture? How many times do you have to fail? How many times do you have to fall? How many times do you have to cry and blame and not take accountability? How many times do you have to do it in order for you to say, when is my sacred turning point? When is my turning point going to be sacred enough for me to be committed? Is it your environment? Is it the people? Is it your decisions? What is it? And you have to ask yourself, I'm ready to make a commitment that is more precious and more sacred to myself than more pleasing to my body. Your flesh can be a hell of a nightmare. It can be a hell of a nightmare if you're sitting there and you're comfortable sitting in those sessions of overeating, or sitting in those sections of distractions, and sitting in those sections of, I don't want to do this right now, I can wait. But your dream and your higher self is right here with you. So when are you going to say, all right, come on, let's do it? When is you going to start enjoying the decision makings of changing your mind, changing your outcome? When are you going to start grabbing hold of, I can either do this or I can do that? Which one am I fully committed to? Because you have to think about this. No one is forcing you. No one cares if you decide to fully change yourself. The only person that really fully cares is you. No one really cares if you decide to change or decide to do better. Because at the end of the day, they're going to still do them regardless. They might be a little uncomfortable with it. They might question it, but they don't fully care. They might make it seem as if like you're doing it to be better than them, but they don't fully care that you're doing it. The only thing that it might do is upset the person within themselves because they didn't have the courage or the time to make that decision for themselves. So you have to decide. You have to decide what's better for you, not what's better for anyone else. Not how people are going to feel about it. Not who's going to look at you and be like, oh, you're different. Oh, you're acting different. Who cares? This is your sacred turning point. No one fully cares but you. No one cares about your dreams but you. No one cares if you make it or not, but you do. No one fully cares what happens in the midst of you trying to rebuild yourself. You do though. Because at the end of the day, they're still going to go on with their life. So you can't say, I'm doing this for you. Oh, I'm doing this because I love you. No. Your sacred turning point has to be, are you doing it for you? You have to make those decisions, because when it all boils down to the point of, okay, I see you're kind of fully committed. Your brain is going to start saying, all right, I see what you're doing. So let's start killing off some of those things that you used to love and start shedding them away slightly. And it's going to be uncomfortable because you're going to be like, oh, I used to really like that. Or you're going to be tempted by this burger. And this is when the full test comes. Are you going to take a bite? Or are you going to be scared of not taking a bite? Follow along with me. Changes are uncomfortable. Taking a bite is easy because you're used to taking the bite. But are you going to be scared to not take a bite? Not taking a bite is saying to yourself, we no longer choose that. And it's uncomfortable. And anxiety might show up. But also a new level of dopamine for your changes is going to show up. And you're going to be like, I'm happy, but I'm also anxious. Like, what is this? Like, what am I feeling? Should I have taken a bite? I mean, it's just a burger, right? Your mind is going to now start to say, what are we doing? Oh, she's fully committed. So now we have to do something. We have to take away this and restore this because we're no longer happy with these things. And you're going to go through these changes that you might not be ready for, but you are programming yourself to be ready for it by choosing discipline. You are taking away old programming and choosing discipline to be programmed in your discipline. I don't want this anymore. I choose this. I don't want to take that anymore. I choose this. I don't want to be in a relationship with some dude that treats me like crap. I choose self-love. What do you choose? And New Year's resolutions, those are just things that you tell yourself you want to be better for. And this is what I want to do when the clock strikes 12. But when the clock strikes 12 and it's 2026, what are you doing in 2026? Are you still in that distraction? Because a New Year's resolution starts when you decide that this is what I want to do. Not, I'm writing this down for my new year and this is what I want to do for the new year. No, love, you already decided that this is what you want to do. So what are we going to do to obtain it? What are we going to do to fully step into it? Because you're telling me that this is what I want to do in 2026 and then you wait till 2026 to do it. It's no longer a New Year's resolution. It's procrastination. It's catch up. Because you've already written it down. You've already decided it. So now you're playing catch up in 2026. You're not starting anything. You started late. And now your body and your mind is like, wait a minute, what? Oh, so we back to this now? Well, I guess putting forth action is made when your brain and yourself already decided this is sacred to me. This is what I want to do. The turning point is when you start acting on it, when you decide to start making those claims on it by putting forth the action to do it. You are in control, no one else. No one is trying to stop you. No one is trying to make you be like, oh, change your mind. Don't do this. No one is doing that, love. The only person that's doing it is you. You have to fight it because your mind is going to get loud and it's going to show up in ways that you're like, this is very freaking irritating. And it's easier to shut it up with a bite of that burger. It's easier to shut it up by not fully being dedicated. It's easier to shut it up when you give up. And now you have just created another failure. So your failures become more louder than your successes. And you're trying to figure out, well, where's my positivity? And don't fully know why come they're not there. I had to learn this. I had to say to myself, I am fed up. This is my sacred turning point. I am fed up. I can't afford to move. I am moving. Because, first of all, this environment is irritating. Sometimes changing your environment is changing your mindset. Sometimes changing the way that you eat is changing the way that you think. Not sometimes, baby, all the times. True. But you have to be ready for it. Even if it's eating lesser, baby steps. Don't try to go full throttle when you know good and well you're not fully prepared to go full throttle. Baby steps. Before a baby learns how to walk, it has to learn how to crawl. You have to crawl before you walk. Baby steps. Eating lesser. Walking before you're running. And then start to build on those goals. Well, I'm kind of full if I eat this much, so I probably don't need to eat as much as I've been eating. So let me just dial it back a little bit more. Or I ate 3 times yesterday and I felt really, really stuffy. I felt really full, so maybe I should just cut back to maybe eating 2 times a day with probably like light fruit. Or I walked for like 2 miles, but I feel like I can maybe walk 4. And it starts to build, and you start to build on that crawl, and you start holding up onto things and keeping your balance so that you can be able to learn how to run. And when you run, it feels beautiful. It feels good. And now your past is trying to keep up with you, and you're like, back up off of me. But you have to learn how to keep your eyes on your web. You spun it. You spun your web. You are that beautiful spider that has spun this beautiful web. So don't walk away from it and take your eyes off of it. No. Be that spider. Spin your web and step back, but keep it connected to you. So that when opportunities come, you can run to it and wrap it up and eat it. Because that's the whole thing of why you're doing this web, your goals, is so that you can be able to eat. Do something that you love. Feel good. Be nourished. Don't take your eyes off of your web. Be consistent. Don't give up. Stay focused. And when distractions call, you can either ignore it or you can answer. It's up to you. This is your girl Talisha with Raw Woman Energy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. Share with a friend. And don't forget, when is your turning point going to be sacred enough for you to be fed up? Talk to you later. Mwah.